Welcome back, everyone, to Radio Row in preparation for Super Bowl 60 here with Four Office Sports. His editor-in-chief, Dan Roberts. I'm Baker Machado. And we're now joined by former NFL veteran and studio analyst for Amazon Prime, the great Ryan Fitzpatrick, and beard lover, obviously, as well.
Yes, definitely a beard lover. I was actually part of a beard contest last night.
No way.
I was a judge. I wasn't participating because I thought it wouldn't be fair. But it was great.
What makes a good winning beard in a contest?
So it wasn't just length. There was a guy that had one down to here, and he got voted out right away. I think you have to take care of it, and you have to care. Right. So that means the oils, the balms, maybe a little shape to it. Now, the winner had a great salt and pepper. He had the black and the gray, and it matched his hair, and the whole vibe was working. So
I'm hearing a new endorsement deal for you on beard oil.
Yeah, this is the pitch.
Yeah, I like this. Have you ever grown yours out?
I have grown out the mustache.
That's a thick stash. That is a thick stash.
The broom handle.
Yeah.
Fitz, let's talk about the media business because you have had this incredible second act. Respectfully, I would say you are now more known for the media side as a TV commentator, as a TV face. Talk about, when you sort of either realized that, like I can really make a go of this. All the former NFL guys try to do TV. A lot of them succeed, a lot of them don't.
Yeah, I think part of it for me, I have 7 kids. My oldest daughter is a freshman in high school, and she is a little disappointed in her father for as much as my shirt comes off at the end of these Thursday night football games, unfortunately.
It's good to be known for something, though,
I being part of a team, that's what I've done my whole life, right? I was in the NFL for 17 years, part of 9 different teams. And so I got so lucky, and so did Richard Sherman, and so did Andrew Whitworth. We're fresh off the field, and Amazon is looking for some analysts. And we walk right into this gig, and being part of a team, I think that's part of it. Making sure that the game is still the most important thing. It's not about us, it's about the game. And just having fun, being authentic, showing our personality, showing our love for the game of football. I have such a unique perspective that a lot of people don't have because I played on 9 different teams in a lot of different cities. And so sharing that with everybody. And then Richard Sherman has such a different perspective than me and Andrew Whitworth and Tony Gonzalez. And then we get to Carissa Thompson. Thank goodness for Carissa Thompson. It wouldn't be a show without her. She's the best that's ever done it. Yeah. She's unbelievable, and she keeps us in line.
You're obviously part of the Sky Sports group that is going to be broadcasting the game this weekend as well for international audiences, especially in the UK. And look, we see the NFL continuing to expand internationally. Do you feel like you have to analyze the game differently for an international audience than you do maybe for a domestic rabid American fan?
See, I don't think so. I went and I visited Dublin, Ireland last offseason, and I toured around with Neil Reynolds and Michael McQuaid, and we did some shows in different theaters. So we did 4 different shows, and I came away from that blown away with how knowledgeable these fans are. I mean, there are some crazy fans over there that really love football, and so I don't think so. I don't talk about it any differently because I think I have such a respect for them and their knowledge and their passion for the game that I want them to be able to hear what I'm saying in my perspective and understand it because they do. And I've done this Sky Sports thing the last 4 years. Really enjoy doing it with Neil Reynolds, but it's fun to share my perspective with other people.
Baker talked about the international expansion of the league. It's been pretty fast and aggressive in the last few years. Yesterday, we had an NFL executive in your seat saying, in an ideal world, every team would play 1 international game every season. From the player perspective, is that too much?
So I think this has shifted over the years. I think initially when we started going overseas to play football games, it was frowned upon. It was, we got to go over. But I think it's completely shifted. I think players really enjoy the experience. They enjoy going over there. Teams, we saw it with Kevin O'Connell. It was last year or 2 years ago where they went and they played 2 games over there. The bonding experience you have as a team when you go over there, to have those 3 or 4 days together with each other without all the distractions of home and being here, I think people see it as a fun adventure and an advantage now to be able to go over there and to have that time together.
Well, also, I mean, look, on the broadcast side, obviously the NFL wants more of these games to broadcast, but there's a talk of the 18th game, and maybe a lot of players I've been talking to don't seem like they're really on board with that. There's a concern about the injuries and all of that. I get, obviously, from the media side, we want those extra games, but I guess you have this distinct perspective of having been a player and working on the media side here. What's your take?
I I think 17 games is enough. It's a long, grueling season. I think to go from 16 to 17 was difficult. It was an issue with the players. So I don't think 18 games is what any player wants. And obviously, with that, if it is something that comes to the table and is a discussion, then it's going to be all about the money, just like everything is.
Fitz, you are pretty focused on the broadcast gig right now, but a lot of the guys coming through here who are former players are up to a lot in terms of investments off the field, business, the rise in athlete owners buying stakes in teams. What do you want to get into down the road, business-wise, in terms of your investments and your future there?
I think a lot of guys have to be careful with that because I think we hear about all the great stories. It's almost like going to the casino. You always hear about when people won, but you don't hear about when they lost, right? And so I always try to pump the brakes on that one a little bit because there are some great success stories, and there are some of these stars. LeBron James, whatever he touches, is going to turn to gold, right? But I think there's also a different way to do it that isn't so much in the limelight, that is a little more broad and diverse. And so I always caution guys not to jump into too many different things, especially during your playing career. Because during your playing career, football has to be the main thing. That has to be what you're worried about. That's going to be your bread and butter, your moneymaker. Once you get away from football, if you want to dabble a little bit, that's fine. But I caution people with that.
Fitz, we'll get you out of here on this. Obviously, your beard is an iconic feature of you.
Oh, I love this.
But are you disappointed that we don't see more players with beards right now? I feel like I can't even name one off the top of my head that has one.
Oh, there's some good ones. I mean, my beard icon as I was in the league was Brett Kiesel. I mean, the mustache, the curl, the girth, it was effortless. It was something that I got to play against him when I was on the Texans. I got a great photo of me and him shaking hands after the game. Just me in awe of his beard, the beautiful piece that it was. I think they're going to make a comeback. Some of the linemen, the not as well-known guys, are growing nice beards, and they're getting known for it. So I like it. And then the chin strap, if you grow it long enough, it just pushes the hair back.
Right.
You know?
Right.
For me, it was a big advantage because I wore a single chin strap. What would happen if I got hit in the head? You should throw a 15-yard penalty. Sometimes they would miss it. But with me, because my chin strap sat like this, my helmet would fly up. Flags coming out, 15 yards. There's a reason there have been more roughing the passers called on me than anybody in NFL history.
You sold it well.
Yes.
That's why. Now we know why the beard was here.
This is a big reveal.
That is a good reveal. It's great to have you here. Thanks so much for joining us, and congratulations on a great year for you.
Thank you, guys.
Good stuff.
And stay with Front Office Sports, everyone, for more big interviews in the future of culture of sports.